Hey, my name is Jess and I'm about to show you how I propagate this beauty behind me, my Monstera plant. Keep watching. Alright, so when you're looking to propagate a Monstera, you'll hear a lot of people say, cut out a node, cut out a node. You're like, what the hell is a node? This is a node, friends. Can you see it's the zooming in right? You see that little line, the little gapping in the leaf? That's a node. So I personally like to cut at a node that has an aerial root. What's an aerial root, you may say? Let's find one. This is a good example of aerial roots. You see these sticking out? Aerial roots. Roots that are now in the air. You see I have another node right there. I have a node right here under the aerial root. So I like to cut about 1 inch or so under that aerial root. Some people will tell you cut 2 inches, 3 inches, you know, just under the root, under the node. And see there's a node right under that aerial root as well. I feel like some people don't give a good explanation of that. So node, aerial root. You necessarily don't need an aerial root, but I like to cut it under that because the aerial root is actually what has grown for me while propagating. We're all set. I just use a normal pair of scissors to propagate my Monstera. I don't do anything special. So I've identified where I'm going to cut it. Looks good. I see my node. I have my aerial root. And I also like to see like what I'm getting when I snip this thing, because that's going to be a part of your new plant. So 2 big pretty leaves that I like. Just gonna go in with my scissors and snip. 1 clean cut if we can get it out of its brother's jungle. So here it is, my beautiful Monstera. You can see there's the aerial root, there's the node, and here is our cutting. So what next, you may ask? Well, you want to take a jar of glass. Some people use all different things to propagate their plants. I just have this jar of glass I got from the dollar store. I had painted it for a centerpiece for a baby shower. But now it's going to be used to help propagate. So I just fill in some water. Okay. You grab some water. I just use tap water. Different people, hardcore planters, so you need distilled or you need this. This came straight from Chicago, okay? But I just put the little baby in there. And ta-da! We are ready to watch roots. So your cutting is similar to the Monstera plant. It indirect light. It actually really likes warmth. I watched some YouTube videos and someone was very helpful, and they said to keep it, if your dishwasher is near your window in your kitchen, it's sometimes good to keep it right on top of the dishwasher. The heat helps it. And in the last Monstera I propagated, I think that's accurate. The cutting that I had on the dishwasher longer, the roots grew tremendously faster. So I'll probably do the same thing with this one because I want it ready to be planted by the time my best friend comes. So I just did that one, but I already propagated a Monstera, so I'll show you some pictures of what the roots look like as they sit for a few weeks. There's a lot of discussion on how long do you let the roots sit. You definitely don't want to get root rot, but mine sat for about 8 to 12 weeks before I potted them. And when you do pot them, I potted 2 cuttings together. So I did 2 different propagation snips, put them in the same pot, and then I keep the soil wet. Here are some photos of what the aerial root looked like with my first propagation and what they grew into until I was ready to pot my first propagated plant. So this is the Monstera that I propagated at first from this plant. I took the 2 cuttings and I potted them together, and look y'all, he already produced a new leaf, and there's a new leaf coming in. So it was successful. I keep the soil fairly wet just because they could get shocked going from all that water to just soil. So yeah, here's a propagated Monstera beauty that's already giving babies, and this cost me no money, just time. Well, I guess a pot and soil, but no money for the plant. But yeah, that's it for propagating a Monstera. It's super simple, super easy. Just wanted to give you a better insight into what you're looking for with just a little snip. So let me know does this work for you? How are your roots coming along? I'm always so excited when I get a new root. I'm on my IG like, y'all look, it's growing. But yeah, plants are delightful and I hope you enjoy them. And I hope you enjoy this video. Subscribe if you want more content from moi. Bye y'all.